Hi, Aries. All the descriptions, everything you need to know is down below in the description box as far as what this is, because I know the intros, you know, intros are intros, right? Anyway, this is for Aries in with Venus in retrograde. This is for Aries. Okay. Well, so we're able to look at something objectively now. We're not going to be, we're through the worst of it, and we are detached and we're broken free. We're able to look at it objectively. This is for Aries for this Venus retrograde season, October 5th through November 16th. Okay, and like I said, I'm not going to go over everything. It's in the description box below. We did this one already. Okay. Put that one here. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm going to honor that. Put that there. This is called, oh, I didn't even mention that. Sorry. We're talking again. Now what? It's kind of a riff on we've broken up. Now what? And I figure with the retrograde being in Libra and then Scorpio and then Libra, it's all about relationships transformed and how that can affect everybody. So hence the we're talking again, now what? Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Five of Swords reversed, the Magician reversed, and Eight of Swords upright. All right, hold on. Two Knights reversed. What is that? Two Knights reversed. That is susceptibility. Okay, so we've broken free, and probably this person's coming back in. We don't want to be susceptible again, or maybe you might be feeling kind of vulnerable. Just be aware of that. This Wheel of Fortune suggests that to me, it feels like there's unfinished business. For this particular reading, a lot of times it was like, oh, bad ending to a bad match or just a negative ending, but it feels like this is unfinished. Something, it's not closed yet. There hasn't been closure yet. All right, so the reason for the meeting, this person wanted to hook up again, Aries. This was a hookup again. They wanted to kind of come sniffing back around and see. This is not stable though. So if you're looking for that relationship or what you had, this is just a dip in, dip out situation. And this is somebody that's kind of hasty about things anyway, or at least the nature of the relationship might have been hasty. A lot of stop start, a lot of delays, very frenetic, not very consistent or stable. And your partner is, well, it feels like they're a combination of stubborn and lazy. Just saying. Feels like they're, okay, this just fell out. Combination of stubborn and lazy. And for you, it might have been a lot of work to be with them. And yet they don't want to fight or argue anymore. Okay, thus far, my sense of it is a lot of work was put on you, and they kind of just followed the path of least resistance. And this is in the advice position. This could be somebody that's just a poor planner, okay, at the very least. And we could be talking about somebody here that's poorly planned or plans things poorly, very hasty, and there's inevitably delays and setbacks because of their lack of planning or because they just don't think things through. They don't have that. They can't see the long view on things, and that's human. There's nothing wrong with that. However, this could also be somebody that is in fact really manipulative and holds all the cards and is kind of stubborn. Okay, so just be careful for that. The outcome position is feeling trapped again. So we break free over here. This person comes back. They dip in, they dip out. They want to make an offer, but it's on their terms. Like this is an offer, right? But it's on their terms, and it looks like it would be a lot of work for them to try and be something that they aren't, and a lot of work for you to try and just maintain the relationship. This is them not wanting to fight. They don't want to fight. They probably want to make good on what they're saying, but at the same time, I got to tell you, this doesn't feel like a bad person. It just kind of feels like a young person that doesn't have all their business together yet. They could be kind of moody and manipulative and hasty and all that, the narcissist type things, but this just feels like someone who kind of just comes, like they're coming in hot. Like they're kind of just rushing in, and they think about things after they get there. You know what I mean? This is a poor planner, okay? So just don't read too much into this right here, because it doesn't feel that way. I mean, for some of you it might, but the Aries that I'm reading for, this just feels like this kind of frenetic, static energy. Like, look, I know how I am. I don't want to fight anymore. I know I'm a lot of work. I'm going to try and do different. I do have feelings for you. I do want to see where this goes. But, you know, here it is. Like, just remember that they're kind of, they're not, what is the word? Malignant, I guess it is, malicious. It's just that when you don't plan, when long-term focus or long-term planning is, you know, not your thing, everybody ends up kind of catering to you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're the one that is always in an emergency or poorly planning things, everything revolves around taking care of or adapting to you and your needs. And so I think that's why the Magician came up. I don't think it's that they're a narcissistic jerk. Could be, but for this, it doesn't feel like that for me. This is about feeling like you can't make a decision, because I think you still love him, her, him, or him, her. I think you still love this person, and you feel like your hands might be tied here. Okay. All right. So, and this just came out. Eight of Pentacles, the work card. All right, looking that up, 2 8s. Hang on here. 2 8s is new knowledge. All right, so here's what I want to do now. Okay, so we got this person coming back in. It's kind of a dip in, dip out situation. They want to make an offer, but it is going to be a lot of work. They don't want to fight anymore, but is that stable? Yeah, this feels like it's kind of more the same. It also feels young to me, like someone's just trying to get their needs met or get what they want, and it's not really well thought out. They don't mean any harm, but they are kind of in a selfish, it's beyond their awareness right now how what they do affects other people. I think, so for that reason, I think that's why this is young, because I don't think it's malicious. I think it's just out of their awareness. And there's definitely a lot of work involved in being with this person. Okay. And I think that before it said susceptibility, this is a cautionary, like, I think that's why it's like this. Like, I know this person's not bad, but I don't want to be susceptible again. This was pretty toxic before, and now it's not. I have perspective. I don't feel as toxic. It ended badly. That's probably why they're coming back, because maybe the other part of the relationship was pretty good, the sex, okay, just saying. But the emotional, not so much, and honestly, this shows why. They're not really available emotionally. It's kind of all about them, but not because they're a bad person. That's just coming through pretty clearly. This just fell out. Okay, so this could represent immaturity in a relationship, someone that's kind of either emotionally blocked or just emotionally immature. And this right here is, it could be a creative block in work, okay? They're out of work, they're having a creative, they don't know what they want to do with themselves, with their life or with themselves, what they're doing right now. So this could be being out of work, and that just kind of adds to the whole frenetic energy, like just, this could also be that because of this sort of immaturity and what's going on here, there is also a third party involved. Like, they don't hold much with stability. They don't hold much with keeping to a commitment, because it's kind of like, oh, that person's cute. That it could be that sort of temporary not static. That temporary, like, oh, look, squirrel. Oh, look over there. It's not stable. I can't talk. Whatever. Anyway, I can't find the word I'm thinking of. I don't think it's static. I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. Anyway, so this is what this says to me, is there might be also a disregard for commitment, hence the Knight of Wands over here. So with this offer that they want to make, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, because I think they want it, but then, oh, squirrel, look at that over there. And so, yeah, and I think you're going to feel trapped because you love this person. All right, so what I want to do now, I want to try something. All right, I'm going to try this. First 2 weeks of the retrograde. Let's see. First 2 weeks. First 2 weeks of the retrograde. Look at, geez, Louise. Okay, hold on. All right, you know what this is? This is them coming back in to say they're sorry. They're coming back in right here. This is them. First 2 weeks, they They don't care. They're kicking the door in. They're coming back to say they're sorry. Let me look up three nights. 3 nights is lively debate. So yeah, you're going to be talking. You're going to be talking. They're coming back. I'm sorry. Again, probably out of their awareness, what they did, how it affected you. They just want what they want. Okay. For you, it's probably a pretty big deal. Okay. There was quite the attachment there. And now that you're clear of it, now all of a sudden they come running back in. All right. So middle of the Venus retrograde, middle Venus retrograde, next 2 weeks. So it's 6 weeks long. It goes from October 5th through November 16th. And so we'd be talking about what? Talking about the 19th-ish to like the 2nd-ish of November, around that time frame. Middle 2 weeks. So the middle 2 weeks, you're probably going to be, like, prove it. It's like, non-starter. Sitting back, watching, waiting. And honestly, why would you if you know this about him, right? Because, or him, her, sorry. I'm not being sexist. I'm saying them, but it came out him. Because this is just not, you love the person, but you also know, you see what they don't about themselves, right? Last 2 weeks of Venus retrograde, last 2 weeks. Aries, last 2 weeks, Venus retrograde. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that. Oh, okay. So this is, I think these two right here, the moon and the 8 of swords, I think this is echoing that. The last 2 weeks of the retrograde. So that's when it would be in forward motion again. I think that's how, anyway, the link to the article or the information about Venus retrograde is down below in the description box, just so you know. So this, we could be talking about a Pisces. We could be talking about Aries or Taurus. We could be talking about Libra. What else? Okay, so, I mean, it's a mixed bag here. There's all kinds of this. This is Capricorn. Okay, so mixed bag. But the moon and the 4 of Wands. So that suggests that there is an offer made, or they're wanting to get back together, and you're just like, I just don't know. So basically, through all of this, you're going to end up confused. You've broken free. You're like, I want to stay there. I want to stay detached. It's not that you're confused. You're going to end up hesitant, I should say. And you might even entertain, spending time with this person and doing other things. But as far as a commitment or emotional, I don't know that you're going to think it's wise to do so. I think these two right here, this could be getting back together, could be disaster, could be like, oh, I'm going to turn into this again, So just, at least you're forewarned, right? At least this is saying, okay, they're coming in hot. They're coming in wanting, to talk again. But just know that not much has changed, and you were probably dealing with third-party situations. And maybe it wasn't a real solid or real relationship, but maybe that person feels like there was the potential to be so. Maybe you felt like that, and it was a strong attachment. I think you've gone through the motions. I think you're kind of coming out of the attachment, obviously, but I don't think they have that awareness about them. I feel like they haven't done any soul searching or anything. I think they just really like you, and I think there's a sexual component here too, that the sex was really good. Okay. I'm really glad you can't see my face right now. Okay. So I think that's why they're coming back in also. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Okay. Which, honestly, if we're talking about love, we have to look at self-love too, right? And I think that's fine and sweet and noble and whatnot, but I also think self-preservation has to come in at some point, because if this person is kind of all over the place and you just got yourself out of this mess, and it was a messy breakup, yeah, you don't want to be opening that. You want things on your terms, I could see why you're being cautious here. And they're wanting, okay, this came out. Oh boy. This came out. It says reliable. Okay. Well, that is going to remain to be seen. If we're going by this, okay, But there's, on your part, there's confusion, and you just don't know if you can trust this person. And yet they're wanting to take this they're wanting to transition the relationship to the next level, okay? And I feel like you're going to be hesitant, and with good reason, honestly. You're like, I just don't know if you're worth my time anymore, because it ended badly. Not sure I can really count on you or trust you. Let's do these. But this is reliable. Okay. It's news to me. I'm looking at the spread going, I don't know. This is goals and aspirations, ambition. This is about setting a goal and then going for it, right? But being careful to not let other things distract you, so as to say, well, I just couldn't meet the goal because this and this happened. You know what I mean? It's like setting a goal that you know you can't achieve and then blaming it on something else as to why you didn't achieve it. So I think this also has to do with self-esteem. Okay, so what this says to me is, and now bear with me because I'm going to try and explain it. Okay, so you probably want a taste. You probably want a piece of this person too, but it's like you saying, yeah, but it's not going to work out because they're this and that and whatever. So it almost feels like this is like someone needing to be a victim, instead of just going, you know what, I want to get back together with this person for a little while. I want to do the dance, whatever, because a certain part of the relationship was really enjoyable. But I also know that it's probably not going to work out because this and that. So both can be true. Do you know what I mean? It's like, embrace the and. I want to get back together with this person, and I know it's not going to work out. There's no shame in that. So, but this is, I feel like that's what this is saying. And I know this is like veering off of what this is about ambition and goals and inspiration and setting a goal and being driven. But I think this is more about secretly probably wanting to be with this person and being conflicted because you know it's probably not stable or what you're ready for. You're very black or white, no muss, no fuss. But who doesn't like passion, right? And I think that side of it was pretty good with this person. So both can be true, you know, like I know it's probably not going to be very stable, at least for right now, but I also, and I want to be with this person. How's that for a reading, huh? All right. So, this was a lot of fun, Aries. I hope you got something out of it. I hope I wasn't reading out my ass here. And I hope to see you in the next Venus Retrograde. No, I hope to see you in the next reading. I'm trying to put out readings every 5 days. So, yeah, fingers crossed. And also I'm doing personal readings now. Yay, I've got a schedule. So that's also down in the description box. Okay, all right. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this is really helpful. And I wish you luck with this. Could be a lot of fun, just saying. Okay. See you later in the next reading, hopefully. Take care.